clap for the audio.
All right. Hey, I told Jake I thought he was gonna come in here with no shirt on. I was like really blown away. He had a shirt on.
He was surprised, I see.
How many people be like, "Why you got clothes on?" Because like every time I see him, he just everything all right at home.
If it was up to me, bro, I mean, I don't try to get into church with no shirt on before, bro. Like, so when it's hot, I go anywhere with no shirt on.
You be in
bro.
church making them see how many pull-ups they can
Hey,
do.
man,
Like, Jake, we can't do that. Do that 50.
You ever had anybody do a wellness check because like they see you in an actual outfit?
Yeah, they think it's. I hate when they get like past like October-ish because I know it's shirts off season for the outside unless you like some type of maniac. But
That's
You hate to put on sweaters. He be like,
yeah, anything like that. So like the beginning of like March, bro, you can catch me in the probably shirtless.
beginning of March.
Yeah, bro. Like I say, like beginning to mid March. I don't care if it's
I'm about
60,
to say because
I don't care if it's 45, 50 degrees outside, man. I'm one of them cats you see out at the ball games, like where it's real cold. They want their team to
the
win.
dog pound with the shirt on.
Yeah,
makeup
I can handle that.
Yeah, no, those people are maniacs.
Yeah, I go maniac for this stuff.
Super
man.
Bowl and it's snowing and you see him out there with the fucking no shirts on.
Nah, Jake ain't out there in the wintertime. You got some shit. You out there in the wintertime? Like if you had a game?
Man, I would.
would?
Yeah, I mean, if the adrenaline, if I'm rooting for it got to be like the Browns or somebody, one of my diehard there.
So you like the Browns?
Bro, I've never loved any other team but the Browns. A lot of heartbreak.
Yeah,
it is what it is, man.
It's a love-hate relationship.
It's a love-hate relationship, but man, I feel like one day we have better seasons. I feel that our time is coming, bro. Real soon.
Slow and steady, huh?
Yeah, slow and steady.
Right, you sure?
Hey, right now, it ain't a Browns joke that you can hit me with, probably that, you know what I'm saying, I ain't heard or that's gonna hurt me, so.
No, my grandma was a Browns fan.
Yeah,
so, you know, I've heard a lot of things come from a church-going woman that probably
She probably heard, damn it, damn.
So
yeah, they'll let you down. They have let us down, but like I said, I feel like good things to come.
Yeah,
good things to come.
hey, you never know, man. Tomorrow's another day.
Yep.
You
Or
never know.
next year is another year, and the following year, another century is another century.
It's your year, right?
It's our year again.
See? Oh, here we go.
Hey, it's your year, right?
Here we go. Every year is our year.
I've lived with Browns fans like throughout my life, and one of the biggest ones being my boy Kyle, and if he saw them lose, you wouldn't even be watching the game. Like I wouldn't be watching the game with him. Like I'd be in my room, and like I could just hear what's going. I knew what was going on just from like him and his dad just cussing each other out. Like it was actually funny, but nah, I can admire the fan base. You know, the
one thing
loyalty.
about us, man, we like the most loyalists and
Loyal to the
fans.
soil.
I mean,
Win
you
or
can't
lose.
say that. You can't say that about the Browns, man. We some loyal fans, diehard fans.
Loyal, like when they win a playoff game, it's like when they win a game. It's like a Super Bowl. It's a victory. It's a celebration.
We try to change the culture, man. We
got new cups.
Them burgers, them triple burgers, and all that stuff.
You seen all the NFL players
they won a
on the
game.
cups.
Our time is coming, though.
It wasn't a field goal, so we're gonna give everybody Big Macs.
I mean, they did go 0-16 and have a whole parade.
Yeah,
They did. Still.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we still had the parade.
Win or lose.
Yeah, win or lose. We got some diehard fans, and I'm one of them, man.
Yeah,
That's
hey.
what it is.
One of the cool things about this episode was before the hub even suspected Jake was coming, there's a pull-up machine outside.
Hey, man.
So I'm in a group chat with the hub, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I knew he was coming, and then Tim sends a picture of a pull-up machine. I was like, did they know he was coming?
It ain't like it's the perfect pull-up bar too.
I
Not
knew you would
only
like it
that,
too.
yeah, like you can do muscle ups, you can do pull-ups. I can do a lot of tricks on that pull-up bar for real, man. I wish
Shout
I'd
to
have kept
Tim
my
Shout out to Tim for the pull-up bar.
I wish I would have kept my gym clothes on, bro. I would have had to hit a couple
Hey, he
sets
wanted to
out
take
there.
his shirt off so bad. He saw that and was like, I
Hey,
just
man, one thing about taking the shirt off for me, like, I mean, 90, if you work hard, right, like say for a job or you just build up and acquire stuff slowly but surely, you start from just a point A to point B type whip, you know what I'm saying? You build up to a better whip. And then eventually you build up to your dream car. It's just like a body, man. You know, you start off.
brag, talk
and
your
then
shit.
if you're not going to get no $200,000 or $300,000 car and just park it in the garage. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna try to show what your hard work and be humble about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm always being humble as I can. But you know, I say I do like when I take my shirt off or I do episodes with my shirt off or I do stuff, it's like 1% of me is just like trying to. Is we allowed to cuss over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to shit on my haters.
Go ahead, man. There you go.
I feel like my biggest thing is like you ain't supposed to pay your haters which is people who just wholeheartedly pray on your downfall. You really ain't supposed to pay them much attention, but it's a good way to use them as motivation, bro.
Hell yeah.
So people who think you can't make it, people, the naysayers, people who telling you that you can't do it. I feel like making your haters proud, eventually just staying consistent, working on your craft, no matter what, through the ups and downs, because you're going to have, high points in any type of journey. You're going to have low points and high points, man. The lessons are going to be learned, not at the finish line, but they're going to be learned during the race. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the harder you work on your craft, the better you get. Eventually, even the haters, man, if you can make your haters proud, man, then I feel like you really, really made it in life.
Gym too.
Yeah, anything. Like they gonna join the movement because they're going to see the vision eventually.
You can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, man. And it might take a long time, man. It might take
positive points.
Yeah, you dropped the positive
in like 20 seconds.
But it's real though, because I respect it personally because to see a black man doing what you do on the health side, because we talked about it off the record. You're 51, correct?
Right.
When you hear about black men passing away from issues of health and they be around that 53, it's like, it's scary. But to see someone doing pull-ups, it inspired me. We was out there trying it, so I'm like, yo, I'm doing like a nice shit. Like,
I wasn't really trying. I did.
Oh,
did you do
a few. A few, Jake.
I did literally a whole 5 more than you could.
Hey,
and they were
you started
real
what, bro?
Actually, my guy.
He tried to say you was doing shorty, Sean.
I was.
His chin wasn't above the bar.
Oh, okay.
That's why I say I'm going to his class. He's going to train me.
I feel like, man, a lot of people, especially the youth, they look at like the cars, the clothes, the fancy shit as like the be all to end all, and it's like who got it. Like, I see like a lot of times they see their parents work hard, do things to bring them up, sacrifice to bring them up, but at the same time they see them working the same old jobs, the 9 to 5s and such, where a level of not respect, but a level of just that the vision toward them has kind of dropped compared to they idolize more or less they love their parents, and it take a matter of time to get to actually realize the work that they put in. But I see like a lot of more young kids and the generation like moving towards the guys who got the rappers and got all the money, the chains, the fancy clothes, not knowing the bridges that they burned to get there, not knowing like how many people they had to hurt to get there, not knowing that the true story about them. They just see one aspect of them,
surface level,
and they kind of look like that's the man. That's who they want to be like. And I feel like that aspect has been lost as far as recognizing who's really done what and put in the work, because a lot of us just had that overnight shine or that quick grind, and all they see is them shining. They don't see the work. The work that's actually put in, man. For real, man. They don't see the work, so they don't respect the work.
They want to quit.
They want to quit. They want to quit, and they see, and you see, like I said, they see their parents made work for the last 20, 25 years, put in the work, and all they got enough at the same time is maybe have a little 401k with enough to pay the bills or just get by, still paying car notes. And it seemed like kids don't really put in much respect. They want bigger than that.
Yeah, they don't really see the pride in, even just in my opinion, because I was talking to a friend about it yesterday. I don't think kids see the pride in hard work.
They don't.
They don't see like, but to us, like we were inspired by seeing our parents put in 40 hours. But nowadays, these kids want to be influencers, and they see like on TikTok and social media how they blow up. But it's like in our day, working 80 hours a week was where it was at. But to us, working work.
Yeah,
we knew in the summertime when we was young. Mickey D's,
it's time to go to work,
Burger King,
it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work.
That's like punishment.
And I'm not the OG that's be like want shit to stay the same. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of guys be like, today's music is, the mumble rap, that such and such. I want shit to change. I love today's music and the younger guys and the younger artists and stuff like that. I would never want the everything to be you know what I'm saying, the same as when people be rapping the way I was rapping and shit to be the way it was. But you know what I'm saying? I just feel like some shit, far as like loyalty, far as like staying disciplined, staying true on top of your morals and principles. I feel like that's the shit that shouldn't change, like, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some shit like respect for your elders, respect for what older people do. I feel like that shit should be always recognized, bro. It's forgotten a lot in today's society,
unfortunately, because it's not taught anymore.
Exactly. It starts in the household, bro.
And it's crazy because like this generation comes from, this new generation comes from our generation. Yes. And it's weird because we weren't taught that way.
Right.
I mean, I didn't have no summer job growing up. I didn't have to do that. And, but I did do a lot. I did do shit to get allowance. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like the concept of working for money was never lost on me. And that isn't done anymore. I don't think people do allowance anymore.
At an early age, though. I mean, if they do allowance, you have to work for the allowance.
Right, they don't want to work for it.
You just give the allowance and then I feel like I was blessed, bro, with having like uncles, my father, all my aunts, uncles. I watched them get up and have shit like from going to work. They didn't have it, a lot of shit, and they didn't have it fast. I watched them acquire. Exactly. They acquired shit over a while, over time, but they was able to acquire shit. And me, I just overlooked that shit. You know what I'm saying? I look like, but just watching my peers in the time, the era that I grew up, I just look like I see them doing it. Okay, I remember it. It's in the back of my mind. I'm watching y'all, but I'm gonna try to take this route, this little faster route. You know what I'm saying? This a route that might not be legal and get to the money, but at the end of the day, that's what I base myself off now is the old school shit that it stick with you in the back of your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Because your way didn't work, but you knew
it didn't work 1%. I put my way. I feel like it was a waste of time. I feel like nobody. That's another reason. Like the younger people want to take shortcuts. A lot of shortcuts.
Yeah, they don't want to work.
Big on
they
shortcuts,
look at work.
Man.
They look at hard work. They want hard work, but it's like not appreciated.
Not appreciated and not forced or not. They just don't, like you said. A lot of them
not expected anymore. Like for anybody to be growing up, our generation. If you wanted to be successful, you had to work for it,
man,
and you had to work hard for it,
man.
And that was the expectation. Like nothing short of that.
Yeah,
and it doesn't have to be that way now.
No,
you could be a TikTok. You could just make a viral video and blow up, and then that's what it is. You didn't have to do much for it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on music,
and that's what I'm saying.
Don't get me started on
my boy
hip-hop.
got serious quick on that,
and that's not the shit on anybody who has blown up.
No, you got to respect
it, man. There are some people who have blown up and they didn't just let it go to their head. They stayed consistent. They actually they found themselves in that in that media outlet, and they made something.
It was supposed to happen.
Yeah,
it was supposed to happen.
And they built upon it, and then they consistently add to it. And you can see the people who put work into their things. Like I watched this cooking. I just watched these cooking reels from this guy, the Notorious Foodie, and it's just it's just him cooking, but it's like. People don't think about like the amount of money that goes into the shit he has to buy to make these dishes. Like none of that's cheap. A lot of this food is imported. It's not cheap. And he's just doing these videos, and they're like 12-minute videos, but
it's good. It's good content.
Yeah,
it's real good content.
Really good content. But like most of these recipes are like hour-long recipes. Yeah. It's just a little 12-minute video, so you're not watching everything that's happening in the background.
It's a lot to go.
The time it took to make the simple TikTok. Like I'm sure, but you gotta edit.
Yeah. And
what have you learned doing that?
Man, look here. I started 3 years ago, bro, from scratch. Like. You can ask my wife, my kids, anybody know me, I was completely against social media, bro. I was like the most quietest, laid back, like I'm gonna say introvert because I can be an introvert, but I know how to socialize with people if need be and when to be. But I more prefer to be, to myself, maybe with my kids and my grandkids type stuff. So I seen so much negativity that social media had to offer that I never really got on it. But I would hear like my wife was always on it, my kids was always on it, everybody was always on it, and I got such bad vibes from it, man. I never would participate in it. When I started my business 3 years ago, I found out it's a great tool for advertisement. It's a great tool for memories, man. Right. If you want, set memories for your kids, your grandkids, whatever. You just got to use it for what it's worth and what it's best for. You know what I'm saying? So I was completely against social media, and then once I seen what it can bring and as far as like the business side, the advertisement side, I started gravitating toward this. But man, the work that you got to put in, bro, if you got sites, like some sites you can only listen to certain type of music. Some sites you got to edit for 3 minutes. Some sites you got to edit for, I almost got like for YouTube, I got YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, of course. But a lot of stuff, like you got to do different little tweaks for different little stuff.
Just to be seen.
Just to get the right type of views, because you ain't gonna get the same type of views that you gonna get on TikTok that you would on Facebook. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know what videos to drop on what sites. It's just a lot of shit to come with it, bro.
TikTok supports my comedy career. I mean, it's just Facebook. I'm just playing. I was trying to get my comedy on TikTok.
For all the haters out there, my man's got a full fucking freezer. Okay.
Yeah. Hey man, that's another thing, bro. Like you'll be surprised what people notice, and people like in the comment section, and you can't pay attention to that.
Some of the hate was just some of the dumbest shit, and I'm like, what are we talking about here?
You gotta know like opinions, bro. You gotta know how to filter them motherfuckers. Like you gotta see who it's coming from. You gotta see how that motherfucker how to affect you in a negative or a positive way. You gotta see like like I said, the person of that's giving the opinion. And if you can't see that, like I used to get these opinions, or I still get opinions in my comment sections on YouTube and sites, and they'll say some of the dumbest shit, bro. And then I used to go like and look like, who the fuck is this? And go to their site,
and then you see they're doing more, but like they're not doing better than you.
They got videos.
Not even. They'll have like 2 subscribers. They'll have like damn. They won't even. They don't even have enough self-confidence in their self to even post a picture of themselves on their own website.
What's been the wildest comment you ever seen on one of your videos?
Man, I get the little leg comments a lot, bro. I get to kick them. But this is the world. You know what I'm saying? One thing about social media, bro, you got to be prepared for this shit. Like, you got to have, that's what I feel like, this shit make your your skin real thick, man. Like, you got to be able to take on all comments and not let them, and it's going to be hard, especially in the beginning, bro. Like, you're going to see shit and people going to say, you know what I'm saying, the dumbest shit, but then people chime in and they just chime in to what they see. They have no clue of what actually is going on. They'll just see something right then and there, have no facts on it, have no knowledge on it, and drop their opinion. And I learned that a lot. Like I said, those are the people. I've never got no crazy opinion from somebody who I would respect, or somebody that I would value their opinion from. It's always a person that's like I said, if you can't show me a picture of yourself on your own page or your own platform, if I see just fancy cars on your platform and just cartoon characters and stuff like that,
memes.
And I can't see memes, I can't see a picture of you.
Yeah,
it ain't even about the subscribers, bro.
Right.
Because that don't even matter.
Where your content at?
Yeah, but where's your content? And you talking about my content. So I think like people, another thing that's huge on today is like people like breaking others down to kind of to build themselves up, but they know they got the same type of.
That's social media.
Boy, it ain't everything that it's caked up to be, but it's a beautiful thing if you use it as a tool for like positivity, memories, and advertisement, bro. I think it's like the perfect tool to launch a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, to get somebody to edit a video was out through the roof. To get somebody to film a video was through the roof. To get somebody to do a lot of this shit, you know what I'm saying? But now everybody has access to everything right there, and just to learn how to do it, man. So I was like, when I first started learning how to edit videos and shit, bro, I was on YouTube. I was on how to. And it's a shame because I had been out of school for 20 years, 25 plus years, and I'm like, stopping it, trying, doing what they say, get on my phone, stop it, do what they say, and it's in section. It was pitiful, bro. But as I learned, I'm one of them cats that I ain't the brightest dude in the building, bro. I ain't never gonna be the smartest. But one thing, I'm gonna be the hardest working with the best work ethic. And once I figure some shit out, bro, it's over with. I'm gonna take off with that shit. I'm gonna take a little bit longer time to figure it out than most.
You just gotta show me once.
Show you once. You one of them type of guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just like a guy that I'm a hands-on.
I'm learning shit.
Huh?
I'm way too tedious when I learn shit. Like I have to know everything about it before I can say, yeah, I can do it.
I can do it.
And I can like succeed in doing something like within that craft or within that field, whatever it might be. But I won't say I know how to do it until
Is you more of a hands-on type dude?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I got to do it compared to somebody showing you how to do the shit. Because I'm like, I ain't good at that. I got to try and practice this shit myself a few times before I can.
What about you, Jéan? What type of learner are you?
Definitely hands-on. I got to see how it's done myself.
Right.
And like feel like how to do it.
True.
Do it yourself.
Because you can show me 100 times. Like I can do it. I can look up YouTube how-tos and this, that, and the third. But like if I don't physically touch whatever it is, I will. It's like my body. It's like my mind won't. I absorb it through the item, like the knowledge.
I'll only memorize it once I touch it and do it.
Yeah, I can't do it without that.
You're gonna find out, bro. Like a lot of shit might work for better for you than others. Like somebody might show you how to do some shit, and I always like I'm a supervisor on my job too. I work at Seiko Machine. I do personal training during the day, and then from 2 to 12, I supervise the whole second shift.
That's what's
and
up.
I learn, and when I'm training people, we run big lathes, big train axles and shit like that. So when I'm training people, I always remind them, like, look, I'm gonna show you my way. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying, is the best way for me. But if you find a way that's better for you, that's quicker for you, that's safer for you, be much obliged to do it that way, as long as it's within the realm of keeping everything in tolerance, keeping everything in motion, keeping production running in motion. Now, if you got to do some shit that, you know what I'm saying, go way over here to get some shit and do some shit that's messing the flow up. No, we ain't talking about that. But it's always going to be better ways for you to do something, you're going to find out compared to somebody else. It's always going to be shit that work for my body that's not going to work for your body, that maybe, you know what I'm saying, different shit. I might burn weight a little bit faster off more fruits and vegetables, and this type of shit might speed my metabolism up. Then you might take the same shit, it might not speed yours up as fast. It might work for your body as better. So anything with the workforce, with the physical fitness, all that shit, I try to tell people, like, try this, but try to get to know your body, man. Try to know what works for you and what's not working for you, and try to be big on what works for you, what works for them ain't gonna always work for you, because that's what a lot of people look at people and see shit on social media. They see shit, people, how they look, and they see what they doing, and they think automatically if they do it, then they gonna look like them, or they gonna be able to do the shit that they doing. And bro, and it's very discouraging, because they gonna find out, bro, that ain't always, most of the time, that's definitely not the case. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find out what worked for you, what worked best for you, and how you gonna maximize you get your bang for your buck type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just like in all aspects for me, bro, right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig that, man. So really quick, before we get into the other half, where can they follow you at? What's your social media?
We go on Facebook, Jakey Jake, Jakey Jake. Instagram, we got the real Jakey Jake 330, same as TikTok. And YouTube, man, go on your search engine and hit Jizwig, GISWJJ, or if you want to get there quicker, just punch in your search engine, Get in Shape with Jakey Jake, which is what Jizwig stands for, man. And you can tap in to any one of my workouts. We got over 1,000 videos right now in the past 3 years, and we working harder and harder on at least putting up three videos a day, man, and trying to keep everything moving into 2025, bro.
All right, where can I follow you at?
You can follow me on Instagram at Krishan_White and Twitch, Magic Mouse 20. We're getting that started, so go there.
What's up, Jeremy?
Great.
Just follow me on Facebook at Jeremy Andrew, or on Instagram at _JinjaNinja1_.
You can follow me Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok at Jéan P the MC, www.JeanPTheMC.com. Please be sure to follow our podcast on YouTube.com/Jéan P the MC, and Instagram SWYM Podcast. Jakey Jake, you gonna stick around with us for a minute?
Oh, you already know, bro. I'm here for the duration, bro.
Yes, sir.
Maybe no other what.
Jéan P the MC, say what you mean. We Jeremy, we be back. Peace.
Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. Say what you mean what
Yo, episode 145, Say What You Mean podcast. Jéan, the MC, Seaweeds, Jeremy in the house. I almost called you Ginger Ninja. Jakey Jake, I got to dap you up, man. It's a pleasure to have you, man.
Man, it's a pleasure to be here.
How you feeling, man? It's your first podcast?
I don't did a few, man. Earlier, I don't did a few earlier. I've been on there with Al Mecca.
Shout out Al Mecca.
What else? I've been on a few podcasts, but not very many. It's probably about my third or fourth one.
Everybody on their little podcast. So I'm glad, man. You getting that resume right.
But the resume, not only the resume, man, I just like what people doing in the city that's trying to do something, man.
I love it.
I love to see people pushing to do better and trying to push a movement, whether it's a podcast, whatever you do, man. I just like to see people trying to do something and try to, instead of wasting time, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yep, it's a big thing with me, bro.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Speaking of shout-outs.
Oh, yeah. Sponsor time. Shout out to the Hub Art Factory, Tim Carmody. What you think of this space, man?
Nah, I think the space is different, but it's phenomenal, bro. I think like the art that he got, the things, the setup that he got around here is just a beautiful thing, bro. For real, I like the whole hookup.
Yes, man. Shout out to Tim Carmody. Shout out to Aaron Dukes. What's up?
I never really paid. I rode by here, bro.
You never
really paid attention to the place, but I think the place is phenomenal. Bro,
yeah, man, I love that, man. Shout out to Tim Carmody, Latrice Snodgrass, Equity House, Aaron Dukes, Pristine Steam Wash. Those are our sponsors.
Great look.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate y'all, man. So Jakey Jake, we've been talking about the city and everything off the record, on the record. I wish we could have a fly on the wall to record our off the record conversations. But let's start from the beginning, man. Obviously, you're from Canton. What side of Canton you representing?
Northeast side, 2nd and Belden, man. I grew up on 6th Street, Northeast, which is like, Norsh's Bakery. Anybody know Norsh's Bakery is like right there.
Yeah.
It's between, that would be 5th Street, and it's between 5th and 2nd, man.
Yeah.
It's like it was like right there in the heart of the city when all the bad shit hit, man. Like the bars, the Breland Grill, what was it? The other one, Bill and D's, and there was another one right across the street, man. Like when the crack epidemic hit, I was like right there up the street, like 30 seconds away, man. So that's where I started at an early age, just on that side of town, just experiencing shit.
I love that, man. Like when I talk to different age groups from the city, because they all show different parts of Canton. Because me and Krishana, I'm 34, he's 33. So paint a picture, like what was the city like besides what you mentioned? Like what do you remember about Canton just growing up?
The city was like, man, it was much different. It was based on like, if you had a mother, everybody had mother and father. It was like the more family-oriented type household. It was like the era where like moms and fathers had the jobs of like the Timkins, the Republic Steel, the longevity job.
From Republic.
Yeah, like it wasn't nothing to see somebody's parents at a factory for 20 plus years, doing their thing, and. Most of us had fathers. That was the biggest thing, bro. Most of us had fathers in our lives to be some type of influence in our lives. You know what I'm saying? So we did a lot of running around on that side of town, and we did a lot of bullshitting, and but it was the type of bullshitting where, hey, let's go play football on Sunday in front of Belton School, or let's go to St. Benedict's and have a tackle football, which we did every Sunday, or we had some type of. And then in the summertime, it was always active. Like nobody stayed inside. Everybody was outside playing sports. Everybody was doing their thing. If we had to walk across
before it was viral.
Man, we was outside. We was really outside, bro.
Really outside.
But we was outside for the right reasons, man. And I just did a TikTok on this the other day, bro. Like it was a perfectly beautiful day, man, a couple weeks ago. And I rode around the city and I looked at like basketball courts and like streets, and I'm like, man, this ain't like, I don't expect it like to be like it used to be once again, but I'm just like, everything is bare now, man. I bet you all the kids is at home on their laptops and on their tablets and on their video games, trying to get better at them things instead of trying to get better at the shit they supposed to.
I remember them days too, like even like, okay, in my younger days, me and him used to run around outside a lot. And
in what area? What
on the northwest.
On the northwest.
By like Clarendon.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I remember about outside in Canton was, like you said, it wasn't bare. You could go to neighborhoods and just play with kids. Yeah. You could go like, okay, we see a group of kids. We start playing football, basketball with
anything.
them.
Definitely.
Anything.
I mean, we rolled. It was no like. it was competition, but it was friendly competition, bro. Like we could easily ride up on another. I was like on 6th and Bell, but it was nothing for me to go to 25th and Woodland or 36th and Cleveland Avenue and catch a basketball game and just blend right in with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't. If you do see somebody on the court, a few guys on the court, you gotta. You got to really watch what's going on because the kids, they talk a lot and they argue a lot more, I noticed on the court, and arguments turn into other things. So I had to completely stop hooping. I like to hoop still, but I had to like cut it all the way out because it got to be more arguing and fighting and then the actual running up and down the court, getting some good games in, man. You know what I'm saying?
So is that your early like sports memory or sort of sports you started playing was basketball?
Football first, man, and basketball we was big on. But we talking about hood football games, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, our parents would let us meet, like, faithfully every Saturday, every Sunday. And like I said, we had spots, and we was, like, plenty enough for, like, a football team, 11 on 11. Like, everybody's out there. You know, it wasn't no empty spots. It's plenty enough to have.
Everybody could play.
A 5-on-5 and, like, 3 sets of teams. It's 25 people out there. It's three sets of teams with winners waiting for the, you know what I'm saying, the 5 to lose, that type stuff. And it's just stuff you don't see nowadays. Yeah. But football and basketball, we was big on tap football on the streets, pole to pole. We did all that type shit, man, just every day, all day long, man.
Well, you always
a communities.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. It is, just, bro.
You know, because I remember, like, it wasn't so much my friend group. We weren't all sports. Like, we did game and everything, but on them nice days, we were all outside.
Definitely.
Definitely. I mean, we were, even if we weren't doing something, we were just we were just walking around the neighborhood, just bullshit.
Definitely.
Like, just talking about, what we did on the game, or just sharing shit, you know what I'm saying?
And I get it. Like, I mean, the times is different, bro. Like, we was able to run freely. It was like a neighborhood watch, more or less, without the neighborhood watch.
I mean,
like,
and that's true, because just a lot of weirdos now.
A lot more weirdos times 10 right now.
Maybe it isn't even so much just more weirdos. It's just they have better tools to be weirdos.
Yeah.
Especially with things like social media.
Social media really killed you.
And but like you said, like we had that kind of neighborhood watch. Like all the parents knew everybody.
Yeah, everybody, so all the way up and down the street, all the way to the other streets. They knew whose kid it was.
Your parents didn't need to be outside with you because your friends' parents was outside, and they knew who they were, and they knew they were safe, and they
had access to put hands on you if needed be, and will walk you down there and tell your mother and father what the hell you did wrong and explain. Yeah, you getting doubled up on the whipping side. You know what I'm saying? And that was lost somewhere, man, to where, like, in the schools, we got paddles. I'm from the area, we got paddles, bro. Like, every teacher had a wooden paddle, and some of them was, like, customized. Some of them had, like, holes in them. Some of them was, like, and some women could hit harder than the fellas. You know what I'm saying? It was, like, that type of era, but...
How many times you get in the paddles, Jake?
I just get paddles all the time, bro. but the thing about it is, you couldn't... It was a time up to, like, 9th grade where your parents didn't have to know you got a paddle. You know what I'm saying? So you can get a paddle or a SWAT in school, and unless you told them, like, or they found out, which you ain't gonna tell your parents, like, I was bad in school and I got a SWAT. So you keep that shit a secret.
Yeah, I remember Belden, like, I never got it.
They swatted Belden.
Yeah. And I never got it. And Miss Hatchett, she was with the principal. She'd be the only one to do it. She had the iron fist.
Yeah, but the other people got them. You knew people that got them.
Yeah, I knew people that got them.
They was like paddle training because y'all look traumatized.
You know, like, I would just hear the connection.
You can hear the SWAT.
I'm like, bro. And then, like, the bad kids, you know, the ones that wanted to act tough and shit, they come in and they ain't crying, but
you can feel it. You can feel it.
Hey, Krishan and Jake was like, you got it too?
I never got it, but I've seen it.
You always had the teachers.
I got it too.
Some teachers can swat harder than others. Some teachers, you'd be like, oh, you don't want to mess around in Mr. P's class because he'll tear you up. You know what I'm saying? But I always took him on the chin. But by 9th grade, you had to, like, if you had to get a SWAT, they was telling your parents, like, we got to, and that's when parents started being like, nah, you ain't hitting my kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you putting your hands on my kids. So it kind of turned the other way to where
like
now.
Your mom was like, Jake, whoop your ass. Don't you do it. Jake, don't let the teachers hit you, Jake.
My dad used to beat me so bad, bro, all the time. Just like, and he didn't care. Like, that's another thing, like, in sports. We talking about in the sports, like, it was okay for you to mess up and your coach to grab you by your face mask and shake that mug and spit all in your face.
You can't do it now.
To make you get right. And dad, you know why? Because I mean, nothing against the mothers, bro. You know, but they let the mothers in the league because back then it was fathers taking us to practice.
Dad was like, hell yeah, what was that?
Yeah, dad would be like, he probably was his boy coaching, or probably was, you know what I'm saying, somebody he knew coaching, but fathers just knew.
Yeah, man.
Like,
we just know.
And it made us, bro, I appreciate those times the most because it made us tougher. It made us into, like, the generation, I feel like, we was tough, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we was able to understand. We had thick skin. We was able to be yelled at. We was able to be swatted. We was able to be our coaches to grab us by the shoulder pads and shake us up, or grab us by the damn face mask and be spitting all in our face.
It didn't traumatize you. It taught.
No, it taught me.
I was getting ready to say, because a lot of people be like, "Oh, that traumatizes people.
Yes.
It makes little boys feel like they can't express themselves." Like, not one time in any situation like that was I ever made to feel like I couldn't express myself.
I can see
or
if you was abused, but like,
but I'm gonna tell you
Or
right
soft.
now, like, you didn't want to look soft in front of
No,
your
you
boys
didn't.
back then.
And it's cool now, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it's cool to be effeminate, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
For
Be
me,
careful, Wiz. We got, you know.
you could play.
I ain't tripping. I ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
can
But
play-
Like, these feminine. Oh,
no,
yeah,
I said it's cool to be effeminate. I
My
didn't say
thing
it's
is-
cool to be effeminate.
Now they let the kids play. It's this thing, like, when we played, like, the best guys was on the field. The
Yeah,
second string was
man.
on the second string, and if we was blowing them out, the third string was the third string. Now they got this thing where they got the mothers like, well, my kid didn't get any playing
Yeah,
time.
it's like,
I paid
is your kid putting in the
$75.
work?
Bro,
You
he took
paid
the words
money,
right
but
out
is
of my
your
mouth.
kid actually
Like, yes, sir.
doing
He doesn't
something?
have.
It's
He
money.
doesn't have. He wasn't born with the talent, the skills, the genetics in the first place, right?
Right.
So those type of kids, not only do they have to practice when it's practice, they
They
have
get
to
a
practice before
participation
it's
trophy.
practice. They got to practice after practice. Yeah, they got, in order to get better. But before practice, they on knees right here. After practice, they jump on knees right here. They ain't working on their game, and their mothers is out there saying, well, why didn't my kid get in? I paid $75 because your kid ain't working
He
on
was
his
playing
game,
for
and
all
he's
I
never
did to get on this
he's
team
never was that
the
good in
money
the first
you paid.
place.
Exactly. He wouldn't be on this team if you didn't.
You didn't pay the
the money.
$75.
Period.
So it's a money thing, man. Like, I mean, it ain't a money thing. I did a YouTube page on this, and all the moms was mad at me, bro.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? But I just kept it real. I feel like if the mothers weren't introduced to a lot of these sports and allowed to express their opinions on a lot of this shit that only our fathers watched for years and never said a word about,
Yeah. Right.
then it would be football would be in a rougher and better place, even as like from midget league all the way up.
And I get it to a degree, you know, that's mama's baby, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But at a certain
definitely.
point,
You gotta
it's gotta
work.
be
Definitely.
like,
He doesn't have a father already. Most of them is like, that's where the problem is, bro. And then you need somebody to rough these kids up. You need somebody to let them know that there's consequences to you messing up, to consequences to your mistakes. And these mothers, they just kind of baby them. They kind of let them slide in their own type of, in a mother's love type of way.
And let's be real, the conflicts that the little kids are having now aren't real problems. So if they can't, you know, be a little tough and, you know, be able to handle themselves with other kids, what are they going to do when you get out here? Because it's going to be worse.
I
It's a
just came
short
from that
100%.
period where, like, you know, even if you weren't the best player or if you were the best, you worked towards it. It's just kind of like now you just get a trophy just being a part of it.
Just participate.
From what I remember, if you weren't good, you
wasn't good.
had
They settled for that.
you had to prove that you were even worth being on
There
the
you go.
team.
Right.
And you had to. It wasn't like if you paid or if you, now they got it like. Everybody got to play. So the first string play for the first quarter.
And we trying to win. We trying to win.
Yeah,
And we're
like it's
losing
very
games
hard
now.
as a coach. And for two, like you said, bro, if you wanted to work your way up into a starting lineup, bro, you had to work your ass up.
Facts.
Work your ass off into a starting lineup. It wasn't none of this, my kid ain't played.
Wasn't no family. Oh, that's my nephew.
No,
or this is what
no.
I
There was no
paid this
nepotism,
much.
none of
Or
that.
oh, I paid for the team to have this. It's like
Different type of
a lot
era,
of people
bro.
are paying their way now, and they're not working for it.
No,
Like you said
no.
earlier. And again, like I just said, back in the day, there was no. I'm gonna just pay this money and you're on the team.
No,
You
no.
could pay that money, but if your kid tried
Sit
out
your
and
ass
sucked,
down.
here's your money back. We don't want them.
Look, you either got your money back or he's gonna sit his ass down the whole season.
You can wear the uniform.
The only time he was gonna get in if we was blowing the
No
team
dirt
out.
on that jersey.
Yeah, no dirt. Every week though. Every week. And then it's like as you got older, you get into I got into the high school phase where, I started running with the wrong crowd. doing the wrong shit, you know what I'm saying? Not had a good mother, had a good father,
right.
good influence. But
Where'd you graduate from?
I graduated from Camp McKinley, bro.
Okay.
Night school. I didn't graduate on time, right?
You still graduated,
I still graduated, bro. And I can remember like going to night school. My boy Troy Robinson, man.
Shout out Troy Robinson.
T-Rob, man. I know you remember me in summer school like 2 years later. I'm like 20, 21.
You said summer and fall, so you ain't go like during the school year.
I had to go back in summer school to get my credit.
He said summer school,
and my dude looking at me like in front of everybody. He like, no. The principal was like, "Welcome back, Jason," because I didn't want to, graduate or diploma wasn't really big on my mind. I was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So when I did finally be like, man, a couple years, I better go get this because I might need this later on in life. And I was like 21, and everybody in summer school was like 17, 18. And the principal said, "Hey, Jason, I ain't seen you in a couple of years. You got to be like, how old are you now? Like 20, 21?
Damn,
and
blast,
I said,
nigga.
Yeah, he put me on blast. This was like in the hallway when the classes, and I can remember my boy T-Rob, he's with a couple of cats, and they just busted out giggling, laughing like, oh, made me feel like this big, bro. But then I got my shit, though. You know what I'm saying? So I graduated I was supposed to graduate in 92, man. I set for 93, 94. I went back my third year after being out of school, got my diploma in summer school, and I had to go to night school because I was a few credits behind, bro. But I can honestly say I went back and got my shit, bro.
Good for you,
know what
man.
I'm saying? So early too, no. Now I did catch a couple cases and then went down. So I got like a high school diploma and a GED type shit.
Good for you, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I take pride on that, bro, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't take the effort to even realize that that's important or go back and get it. You know what I'm saying? They wait till late and go back to get it, which is never too late, but wait till many, many years to go back and get it, if they do go back and get it.
You have those type of things, and there's another place that I want to ask you about. My earliest memory of you was the center.
Yeah, definitely, all the time.
Can you tell us about the importance of the Southeast Community Center?
Southeast Community Center, I've probably been going now. I'm 51, but I've been going down there for the past 38 years, probably, bro. And I done seen from when it was the damn Edward Peel Coleman Center to the damn, now it's the Y/the center. But I feel like if you know where it's at, it's on Sherrick Road. It's in the heart of the projects, bro. On either side, you got Pulley Hill on this side. You got the E Courts on the other side. And it's really the Southeast. It has always been like a low income side of the area, just because the projects has been over there. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple.
And for the center, to me, it's just always been a place to go to relieve stress. Always like basketball courts. Always they had the weight room, even though they had the weight and cardio room, the same equipment.
That weight
down there
room is legendary.
Yeah, the weight room is legendary. A lot of memories, a lot of local legends down through there. A lot of from the Midnight League to
shout out to the Midnight League,
outside and inside, to the legendary coaches, the Benny Franks, the Buck 80s, the RC Hills. I mean, it's so many. The Jesse Jameses that come down there for baseball and sometimes on the field. Softball leagues. It's like for us, I feel like it is the mecca of our cultures. A
lot of the athletes we've had on this show have talked about the center.
The center is probably, man, it has no greater,
especially
it has the biggest culture, the biggest history.
Especially basketball,
a lot of stuff.
I went to Eric Snow camp there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
A lot of the legends to this day. I mean, a lot of the pros or people, the Marcus Parkers, a lot of people that went played college at a high level, Division I. They throw their camps right back down at the center.
Shout out Marcus Parker.
Marcus Parker, man. Eric Snow. I love all them guys, man. I feel like them guys represent well, and they still giving to the Marcus, man. He just got member of the month at the center.
I saw that,
and I feel like I was like, that's just so dope for him to still be giving back.
That building, man, like.
It should be forever be cherished.
And like when I look at you and see photos, I think of that place because it's like, for me personally, before my father passed, like we were there all the time.
And it was two people, bro. My boy Hub and his son who tragically he lost through gun violence. But John, your father and you, man, y'all was at the center more with y'all fathers than anybody I can over the years.
He stopped playing.
Right. That was his thing, and I can just remember you running around in the gym and just being right next to him and being beside him as a kid, just like not even understanding the moment, but enjoying the moment. You know what I'm saying? I just remember that vividly, bro. But I feel like the center is the mecca. It's the from where it's at, and for the amount of athletes, the amount of people, great coaches, great players. I feel like it's the heart of our culture and what we do as far as what we want to represent as far as like athletes, sports, coaches, on our side, on the African American side.
And now you're there training for yourself. Tell us about that.
Man, I'm training, man. Jizwig, personal training, man. Get in shape with Jakey Jake, man. We've been going on for the past 3 years, man. And it's just growing. Right now, I'm probably up to about 20 clients, man, down there. Just helping everybody as possible, man. My prices is some people, honestly, I don't even charge people that's in need the most, or people that few of my I feel like black women, especially the ages of 35, 50, heart disease, high blood pressure is taking them out. This is the number one causes of their death. So I'm big on just like helping any women. Like it doesn't matter your race or ethnicity, bro. But I feel like I'm more subject to help my, and I could be another place where I'm ISSA certified, strength and conditioning, personal training, online training. I got my CPR license. I could be somewhere making a lot more money and doing a lot more things, bro. But I'm just, because of the history that we talk about, of my history down there, I feel like there's no other place that I want to be, bro. I do the shit for free because they say when you doing something you love, it don't count as work. You know what I'm saying? It ain't work at all. And I just love the rapport that I get from people, and I love changing people's lives, man. I love seeing people saying that they can't do shit, bro, and thinking that they can't do shit, and they see me do exercise. Yesterday we went to Monument Park with my lifetime friend Pudgy Stafford Brown and my cousin Eric, and I said, man, follow this push-up routine and this pull-up routine, bro. And I started doing some crazy shit. I started doing pull-ups, pulling up and clapping and going back to the bar, and they looking at me like, bro, but they've been working for the past 5-6 weeks, not realizing how strong it is, realizing how much they progress. So I'm like, bro, try this shit. And they getting up there, boom, they doing the same shit I'm doing. I'm saying, like, man, see, when you practice on shit, bro, don't doubt yourself. When you practice on shit and you work on shit, you will be surprised not only who watching you, little old you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who you motivating, who you inspiring, because a lot of people, they watching. They won't. That's why I'm big on patting myself or patting yourself on the back.
I want to try this on the pull-up bar.
With the clap?
Yeah, I want to try this when we leave here.
I'm going to show you a couple out there when I leave, bro.
I want to ask you a question, man. What's your daily routine for yourself?
My daily routine, bro, I got long-ass days, bro. I get up at 5:30. I do the typical shit like of course, you know what I'm saying? Thank the man. I ask the man for shit. And a lot of times, bro, when I pray, to be honest, I don't ask a lot of stuff. I don't ask for myself. I'm asking for stuff
others.
For others, bro. And it's just in me, not expecting nothing back, not expecting nothing crazy, but just genuine being, having a whole heart. Then I do a core routine. After I brush my teeth, I do a quick core routine. And, I do my daily, because my clients, I know what clients I got coming in. I put together a couple workouts if I ain't slept on some type of idea for them, because I never try to give my clients the same workouts. You see what I'm saying? So I try to mix it up. Even if I'm hitting the same body parts with them, arms with all of them on the same day, I'm trying to hit this client, I'm going to hit an arm session, and then I'm going to hit a completely different arm session. Might be seated. This arm session might be standing. This might consist of combination curls. This might consist of regular curls. So I always try to hit them with different shit.
So you try to switch it up for them.
Yeah, switch it up for them. Shock their body. I'm big on that at Jizz Wig. And then another, after I get done, I always save time for me, of course, a workout for myself, probably 45 minutes, an hour. Another thing I want to say real quick, man, like your workout time is your time, man. I can't stress this shit enough, man. For the females, for the males, man, I see a lot of guys going in the gym and they worried about what other people doing.
Yeah.
Or they worried about what other people lifting, or they feel like discouraged.
Or what they look like.
Or what they look like, bro. Like, you'll never look like the person that you want to look like, or the person that you admire, bro, or the person that you'll never get there, man.
How hard that is with the phones, like,
man. I tell my people, like, I got a Brittany Beck, beautiful lady. She just started, and the center is just always, it's a more, black atmosphere, black folk, black music, and she's a white lady. But I tell her, she come in, I see her, she's a little timid the first couple of days, and I'm like, Brittany, you got to realize, like, this is your time. Don't think about the kids.
Yeah.
Don't think about the husband. Don't think about who in here, what she lifting, the music that they playing. Like, lock this time in for you and only you. This is your half hour. This is your 45 minutes a day for you to make yourself better physically.
you gotta tell her you good.
Yeah, you good. You know what I'm saying? And when you get that mentality, yeah, you good, because she a little
Yeah.
shell.
I know you know where you at. You cool. We ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You good.
And I tell it's affecting their workout, and I see a lot of females come in there, and by then, there's more guys in the building, or they just don't know how to do a lot of the workouts they sell, period. They don't know how to set these machines up. It might, they curious, and they see guys in there, big buff guys in there working out, so they automatically want to turn around and just leave out, or they want to just kind of look that confusedly.
Off the machine, you like, damn, I don't even know if I could do that. Damn.
You can't base like what you were, where you at, or where somebody else is at. So I train for like an hour, bro. I got to work by the time I get home from training, I probably got 45 minutes before I got to go to my second job, which is I've been a machinist for the last 11 years at the same place. I supervise second shift. The whole building is out in Green, and I supervise. I do that for 10 to 12 hours. 10 minimum, you know what I'm saying? So I get off at like 12 o'clock. Sometimes if I'm working 12, I get off at 2. And then I try to be up, man, on this timetable I'm on in this sea moss regimen / black sea oil regimen. I eat a lot of watermelon rinds, bro, for energy and shit like that. If you see, I eat like a weirdo to stay lean.
I saw that's one of your
series.
segments.
I'm a part 11 of the series, but
I eat like
the
a
shit
weirdo.
that I eat, I base to stay lean all year, because people think because I got a high metabolism, or because I'm naturally, or you're naturally a skinny guy, they think that you just because if you eat, you can eat any and everything all the time and not gain no weight, especially at 50, bro. Like 50, once you get past your 50, 51, 52, even at 45, your metabolism, you have to eat the shit that's gonna keep your metabolism up, because appetite and how you eat is everything. Like you can eat shit that fast food and shit like that, it's gonna make you slower. It's gonna make you not want to do shit. You can eat fruits and vegetables and eat the right shit, and it's just gonna produce energy for you all throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know what to eat and how to eat, and especially as you grow age, they think just because I can eat any old type of way, burgers, McDonald's, and fucking stay lean all year, and I just try to prove them like, you can't do that shit. You really, really got to watch what you eat and how you eat and how your portions and shit like that, and in order to maintain. And you're drinking, man. That's a lot of people's problem on the weekend. Watch your drinking, man. If you want to cut down, I know it's hard, bro, but the alcohol, man, like if you can just cut it, like 30%, 20%. That's what a lot of people's downfall is. They come in the weight room and they work hard a few days, and then they just get those few days back.
So it's about portion control.
Portion control, bro. It's about caloric surplus. It's about caloric deficit. It's about what you want to do and what type of program you on, man. If you want to pick up weight, man, just burn off, eat more than what you're burning off. If you want to lose weight, man, just burn off the more what you eat. They try to make this fitness shit complicated, more really complicated than what it is, bro. It's been the same since the turn of time. They want to try to sell you these products, and they want to try to tell you got to do certain shit in order to look a certain way, bro. And it's really not rocket science. It's, like I said, getting to know your body, getting to know the things that make your body maximize its gains for the minimal effort, if I should say that the most. Or your effort should always, and your intensity should always be there, but you don't have to work balls to the wall or go push it to the limit in order to see the maximum results, man, for real.
So with a new client, like how do you like make those evaluations? Like, how do you help them figure out what's best for their body? Because obviously, I mean, every case is different. Like somebody like me, I know if I wanted to put on weight, I know that's going to be that's a crazy regimen.
Yeah.
But it is something that I want to do, especially for what I want to do, you know? So like, I just, you know, obviously wanting to get with somebody who knows what they're doing and stuff. So like, do you plan, like, do you do like meal preps and all that stuff? And
you know, I do meal preps, and I did a lot of meal preps in the beginning, bro. But when I get new clients, I assess them. Like our first day is like assessment, bro. I want to know if any like health issues, like major shit like that first. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, because I don't want you like in there working on me and then pass out, because I'm completely liable for the shit. But then at the same time, I ask you your goal, your fitness goal, or your goal period. How do you want to look? Some people want to gain 20, 25 pounds. Some people want to lose 20, 25 pounds. Some people go for strength and endurance. Some people just go for endurance. Like it's all different facets. So I ask a client, you know, how they look, how they want to look. And I'm big on macros, bro, like your carbs, your fats, and your proteins, bro. Like not big to the point where you measuring your shit every day, like dialing and everything. I feel like that's a little excessive, especially maybe in the beginning it's cool, but I feel like once you know your body, once you know what works for you, man, all that shit is out the window, bro. I feel like I give them assessment. I go from there, and that's another thing. We ain't big on scales, man. You ask my clients, we don't hardly ever use scales. We probably weigh out every 2 or 3 months, because I feel like it can be so discouraging. People, they don't tell like if you having a great day. They don't tell if you hit a PR. They don't tell if you feeling good in the weight room. Scales just don't tell that. And you can have a great day, hit a PR, and be feeling great, and then go jump on the scale and your ass is the same weight or 2 pounds heavier, and it discourages people to the point where they don't want to do the shit. So and plus you can use the bathroom and lose 4 pounds, bro. You can be. Some people, I had a client where she said, "Well, I only lost 2 pounds this week," and she's been losing a steady 3 to 4 every week, or 1 week she lost 2 weeks, she lost 7 pounds in 1 week. And I told her, like, well, look what you weighing yourself in. Yeah. Last time you had on some damn Crocs and some damn tank top, and now you got some damn gym shoes on, you got a knee wrap on, you probably like 3 pounds heavier on the scale than what you weighed yourself in. So the scales, we don't use very many scales at all. We just go on how you feel, how your clothes fit you. And we do weigh ourselves every couple months, but I give them a program to where, hey, try to hit this many carbs a day. Try to hit this many proteins a day. I let them know specifically what carbs and proteins. We find out which works best for them. And then we just go hard at it on that and stick with a different body part once a week. Arms 1 week. Go hard on them. Legs 1 week. Shoulders, sometimes we tie shit in. Chest and back, push-pull days. But never the same workout, man. I got clients who've been coming with me for the past probably year, and they haven't done the exact same workout one time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on like shocking your body, doing different shit. And then like I've seen amazing results and amazing transformations, man, in the past 3 years I've been a part of. But I always tell people, I'm just a voice, man. You come in, you put in the work, bro, and pat yourself on the back, bro, because a lot of people is watching. You inspiring a lot of people. You encouraging a lot of people, but a lot of people ain't going to tell you, bro. And a lot of people is looking for that encouragement, people to tell them, hey, you looking like you're losing some weight, or hey, you look good. And people will see that, but because they ain't doing it, or they can't do it, or they ain't got the motivation or the drive to do it, they won't say shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll look at you. It's like I say this all the time when I go to Planet Fitness and work out, man. The girls, the ladies, they see you working out, right? And they'll be locked in on you while you working out, while you ain't looking. As soon as you look at them, they look away. You know what I'm saying? They want to act like they ain't never seen you and shit that. So
that's a compliment right there.
Yeah, but it's just like facts. Like, so you always got to tell yourself, man. Especially I'm big on that. Pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself you him. Understand the process before you trust the process. Because you can't just trust something, bro. You got to understand that shit first. That inconsistency is not going to be rewarded. Lack of discipline is not going to be rewarded. This type of shit is not going to be rewarded. Shortcuts, man. I hate shortcuts, bro, because I feel like shortcuts is a path that you should have went in life, in anything, bro, that you're going to need at some point later in life. life, but by you not going down that road, when that situation hits you, bro, you ain't gonna know how to do that shit. You ain't gonna know how to use that tool that was meant for you to use. So the BBLs, the goddamn tummy tucks, the goddamn, I mean, they cool, but I look at them like shortcuts, and I look at them as like,
I didn't
you could have
realize
put that
dudes
work
was doing
in.
that for their abs.
Yeah, a lot of dudes doing it, man.
I didn't know that.
Dudes is doing it like it's huge.
Well,
like,
Drake did it. So.
Yeah.
Real Drake.
That's confirmed?
BBL Drew.
yeah,
there's a whole talk about
bro.
it.
Yeah, so
Yes, it's a thing.
no shortcuts, man.
No shortcuts.
No,
One good punch.
yeah, it makes
You
no
know?
sense, bro. It makes no sense.
So real quick, Jake, here's what I want to do. I want to take a break. I want to do a section called P's Positive Point. Yo, episode 145, Say What You Mean podcast. Jéan P, the MC. We got Jakey Jake in the house. Appreciate you, man. Gotta dap you up again.
Appreciate you for being here, man.
This is a fun episode. I'm glad. I always wanted you to have
talk
one
is
on.
good. The talk, good talk, man. Grown man talk.
I'm glad that you have your own episode. I'm glad you can be a part of this show. Anyone that's a part of this show is like a network, man.
Yeah,
You're always
for sure.
family. You know what I'm saying? So we glad you can be on the show.
Couldn't be no other way, bro.
Shout out Spray Baby too.
That's my nephew, man. That's my nephew. I'm proud of that guy, man. I done seen him come from the bottom, from the mud, for real. And I seen him consistently, nonstop put in that work to get to the point where he at today, man. I can't be stressed how proud I am of that guy enough.
Shout out Spray Baby, man. Proud of you, man. He's always has a funny story, man. That's my dude.
You're a funny guy, man.
Funny, hilarious. And like I said, his episode was the most downloaded.
Yeah.
So we had to give Spray that. I'm glad we on video doing our thing.
Yeah.
But y'all know how we do, man. Actually, what's y'all plans for today? You know, I always ask y'all, what's y'all plans? What you got planned today?
The rest of the day, you know what? I just left my grandkids who they come over every weekend in different sets. I got 3 to come over one weekend too. I try to keep them all at the same time, and that shit just don't work because you know they range from all that. So now I say y'all got to come this weekend and another set this weekend. So man, I got my grass and shit cut yesterday. If weather permitting, man, we gonna go down to the Monument Park, man, and do a little something with the grandkids, man. Take a pole down there, fish with my grandson and my daughter. My youngest daughter and my 13-year-old granddaughter like to run the track, man. So I ain't got much to do left for the day.
Okay. Jeremy, what about you? What crockpot recipe you got?
I actually got a cheesy chicken bacon ranch pasta in the
Bro, is
crock
you
pot right
serious? Because that sound like, that just made my mouth water.
Yeah, that's his specialty.
now. But
Man.
I got that going. I'll probably mow my lawn probably later. That's really about all I got planned.
What about you, Weez?
I should mow the grass. I really should, but I have to go over to my grandpa's to get the mower, and that's a lot of work I don't feel like doing. So I might just do it after work tomorrow because I don't know, it might rain anyway. But for real, just ice, a lot of ice on my neck, still dealing with the stuff on my back. But, you know, we getting that fixed. But chill with the lady, chill with Brooklyn, and that's what I do. I sit there, I do a lot of talking to her belly and all that, just goofing off.
Got a newborn coming.
Yes, sir. In August.
Congratulations.
Another boy, 2 boys.
Congratulations, bro.
Appreciate that. No, I been hanging out with my first boy, and you know, just seeing him and being able to hang out with him, because it's been a lot of bullshit surrounding that. But no, I'm just glad a lot of that's going away, and you know, having people telling me like they see I'm happier and I sound happier and everything.
It's a
like
beautiful
that,
thing.
it's just been making me. It just makes life so much better. Just, you know, knowing everything's all right with my kids, and you know, shout outs to my girl now, and you know, she's doing the pregnancy thing real well. I know it's hard, especially in what we do, you know, with the job and everything. But she make it work every time, every day.
Up, bro.
And,
That's what's
you know,
up,
I gotta commend her for that.
Bless.
Dope.
Sure.
So y'all know how we ended, man. P's Positive Point. Who wants to kick it off?
I'll go first.
All right, go ahead, Jeremy.
My point is something that was touched on a lot today, and it's the road to success is always under construction.
What's that mean to you?
I mean, that's just plainly put. You got to put in the work to get to be successful. Like there's no other way but to do the work. You're not gonna have a fully paved road without construction.
Facts.
It's got to be that Canton kind of construction. that never-ending
take
dedication.
2 years. Yeah, take 2 years to fix one pothole.
I like that.
That bridge is never gonna open.
Jake, you got a
Hey
positive
man,
point for
I
us?
said it earlier, man. The lessons they learned at the finish line, man. They learned in the middle, in the beginning of the race, man. don't take no shortcuts, man, because that shortcut you taking, man, is cheating you out of that point. Some point in your life, you're going to need to learn that, man. So take the hard road, man. It's for a reason, and you're going to feel so much better, man, when you take that hard route and that goal is met, bro. It just make that feeling that much better, bro.
I like that. Weez, you want to go?
Yeah, mine is from something you said earlier, man, that, you know, about making your haters proud. And that stuck with me because, you know, I got a lot of them. He got a lot of them, you know, and I never think about revenge when it comes to him. Like, I used to be the kind of person who was like, no, I want you to know, you know, and I will, you know, I get a little petty, but I want you to know I'm doing good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I want it to be to a point where you ain't got nothing to say but damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's fact.
Just had that look on your face.
Like, and this guy is really, like, he really the
I
truth.
can't say shit. And if I do say shit, well, I mean, my opinion don't matter because he made it.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
that's my goal.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why, like, you know, I do a lot of goofy shit on the net, and, you know, I don't really care though. I don't care how I look. I don't care, you know, I watch what I say, but, you know, a lot of people can't do what I do. A lot of people can't feel, you know, they can't be themselves around people and still be liked. And that hurts them, you know, because they got to be something. They got to be something else.
Yep.
I don't.
Yeah.
And that's why you hate me.
That's the best way to be, bro. I am not going to fucking lie.
That is. I like that point, man. That's what's
It
up.
is. That's huge, bro.
My positive point is a special one. It is stop asking why they keep doing it and start asking why you keep allowing it. Like, I don't know.
Powerful.
My word of the week has been like boundaries. It's been about a lot of things in my life, you know what I'm saying? And what you allow is what will continue, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, not just on that shit, but, you know, it's just positive things, you know. They it ain't even personal. It's real life, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I've learned that in life. It's like, if you don't want to keep doing something, just stop doing it.
Right.
Or stop allowing it. Quit letting people stomp over you or talk over you or tell you what you can and can't do. It's just boundaries. I think the world doesn't know. But we're talking about coaching. There's a boundary. Just be their parents. You don't step in and tell me how to do something.
Right.
Like, if you don't have the expertise or the experience, let me do what I got to do.
Preach.
I think people just need to learn boundaries in general in life. You know what I'm saying? So my positive point is stop asking why they keep doing it and start asking why you keep allowing it.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Dope.
So that's my positive point for
Ask why you're not better than that.
Exactly.
Yep.
So boundaries are very important. I don't want I don't think that should be forgotten. I think the world needs to learn boundaries. And just talking with you and the things we've talked about, it just reminds me that that's forgotten too.
It is.
You know, not just community, but boundaries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
know them. Know your boundaries too, man, for real. Like,
know your boundaries.
It's different. A lot of people don't, man. Be a better place if they did. If people made a conscious effort at that type shit, bro.
It would.
Think about it. A lot of people, I feel like, if you don't have control or having an ability to set boundaries, it's probably because you don't really know yourself. You don't know what it is you will and won't allow, what it's okay to allow. And when you know yourself, when you actually know who you are and what you will and will not stand for, setting boundaries, you honestly don't even have to set them. Like, at a certain point, people just should have common sense and they have decency to know there's just certain shit you don't do. And that's in all aspects. If you're trying to get fit, you're not going to want to go to Krispy Kreme and just pig out over there. You're not going to want to do it.
It's a no-brainer, right?
If you're trying to live a certain kind of way, and you're trying to have a certain relationship, you're trying to be out here, you want the white picket fence and all that shit, you should probably put the hose down. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't do that, you know what I'm saying? That ain't for you. You will never have what you want if you're not willing to make the sacrifices to have them.
Took the word and not right out of my mouth.
A lot of people aren't. A lot of people want it, and they'll say they want it, and they say they deserve it, but why? Why do you want it?
And they ain't willing to put the effort to get to it.
Exactly. What is it about you that makes it so where you don't have to work for that? You should just have it. And nobody has the answer for that. And that's the state of the world we're in right now. Everybody wants shit. Nobody wants to work for it. And they can't understand why. So they hate the world and they blame everybody else. And now it's now a patriarchy, and now it's pay gaps and this and a third. Like, just do the fucking work. Set the boundaries. Stick to it. Stick to your guns. And if you can't do that, sit the fuck down and let the people who can do it.
And don't hate on it.
It's
because you can't do it. Don't hate on it, bro. Don't instantly hate the person, or don't hate on what they doing just because they got something that you ain't got, that you can't get, or that you ain't got the work ethic or the will to acquire, man. That's simple. That's all, man. That's where a lot of the hate and a lot of the bullshit come from. People might see somebody with a nice car and they can't afford it, or they can't put together the work ethic or the willpower to get a nice car for themselves. So they instantly hating on the guy with the nice car. They got bad things to say about him.
They can't fathom the work that went into that, and not so much that it's they can't see themselves doing that amount of work.
Right.
So it had to be impossible. So this person had to have done some sneaky snake shit or kissed ass or sucked up to get there, because there's just no way they worked for it, because I couldn't do that. So how can they?
That's right.
And you get a lot of that, and those people who usually have the loudest opinions.
That's where
especially on the net.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Especially on the net. And then the ones I was talking about earlier with the couple subscribers, the no faces, the damn no image of themselves, but the most opinion.
Yeah, I mean, with that, there's some people that
be giving no points without no face.
There's something like those kind of accounts, those are just troll accounts. And people have no
bots.
But there are people who just genuinely get off on just being keyboard warriors, and I mean, I see people all the time in reels of like martial artists doing some very impressive shit, and instead of just admiring what you see, they got to be like, oh, well, this would never work in a real situation. And it's like, bro,
on TikTok.
You don't even you're
on TikTok.
Right, and it be coming from people who are like, bro, if you went to the doctor today, he'd tell you you're obese. So like, you have no say in what that man. You don't even do the work to even be able to do half of that. You can't. Can you lift your leg as high as that guy did? No. But you want to talk about what will and won't work in a fight.
Man, in my line of business, you get that shit, bro. So much people correcting form. That type shit, and they never even got
even done it.
You've never been in the gym, but you want to talk about this woman who actually decided to be brave enough to get in front of a camera and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere near their goal, but she's in here doing the work that you won't do, but you want to hate on it.
Pet peeves, bro.
Because her foot's in the wrong spot.
I hate it.
Nah, man, I love it. Man, we just gonna keep putting the work in. Let the work show.
Let the work show. When you put it in, it's gonna show every time, man.
That's right. Appreciate y'all, man. We gonna see y'all next week, episode 145. Jéan P, the MC, Jakey Jake, Weeze, Jeremy in the house. We gonna see y'all. Peace,
peace, man.
Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. Say what you mean what you say. I'm from the 330, where them boys don't play. From the northwest to the northeast, say my name once and they know it's me. Southeast to the southwest, no arguments. Yeah, I got next, Jéan P. 1, 2. Let me talk my shit again real quick. I will not settle. These voices.